Welcome back. It is a Monday, so I hope you're having a good start off to the week. But also, it's time for some more Data Lie. And what could possibly go wrong? We've seen multiple instances actually, thanks to this. With magical powers available to de-age, as well as many other things. And characters that we sort of thought were somewhat neutral in the balance, now joining the DEM side a bit more vigorously. It's not going to be smooth sailing for all of the spirits in this. Considering that there's many a plot and plan in place, how are they going to cross over and really inflict the most damage? We'll have to see. So, excuse me. So, strap in, get yourself a drink, and let's begin. I'm assuming this is going right back to the initial devastation that engulfed her family. You can see exactly where her trauma kind of stemmed from. Just the fact that she made it out of that relatively unscathed is impressive. And now what was emanating from the center of that explosion, that blast, vowing to the heavens themselves that she would tear down whoever it was that took away her parents, and now joining the fight against the spirits and whatnot, doubling down on that threat. She doesn't make a good pillow. Since when was she given visitation rights to the house? There are many of the other characters that wouldn't take lightly to what she was just trying to do. Considering that we're on, what, episode 8 now? Or 6? There have been plenty of extra elements added onto the show. How is it all going to meld together? And what is it going to be? How's it going to bring together the issues with Westcott and the troubled business side of it all? And are we going to just wait until the inevitable ex machina from Kurumi? I don't think it matters what time of day it really was, but also there's a few people that would have enjoyed that. I'm surprised she didn't go back to her old form. Just twist the knife even deeper. Yeah, there's a few people that would like that screenshot just there. However, just ask any of the there's a reason for that. You need to set some ground rules at the very least. Why is her face slightly twisted? Turn around, leave the room, let them just continue on. It's not something that you can just ask her, considering she's not taking part in lessons anymore. We've had a transfer out of the class. She's had an opportunity elsewhere. Oh, why are you so against the issue here? Yeah, it's not one that they really should pry into as long as all the paperwork is correct. Poor girl. Suddenly, after hearing some troubling news, he needs to rush out to the infirmary or the bathroom. Is Toka going to be okay with taking the bread pillow? I half thought that was my doorbell. Is Yoshino going to have to break the ice here? Yes, she's here for a battle. So she'll show her around to the darker spots where they easily disappear. She tried to hide, get a more advantageous position. Or try and sneak out unnoticed there. It took a second for her words to sink in there. Well, because it's out of service. Didn't it just tell him? And let me guess, completely packed up and empty. Everything was taken care of. See anything through the grates? Oh, it's unlocked. Oh, perfect. Suddenly, what does this rag smell like? Chloroform, I think. Sorry to interrupt your lunch. There's sudden disappearances again. And some of them not quite aware that he's just up and vanished. Toka just enjoying food. That's understandable. unfamiliar ceiling. Good, good. Extra safety, not just a few ropes. A little bit. He can drink. Well, no, not without the. Not with the handcuffs, I guess. Remember, you've got to hydrate. Any chance she can get, even when she's mid-kidnapping. Yeah, this was keeping him out of the firing line, out of the danger. Is this it? Yep. The devastation that's about to be unleashed upon the city. Well, first off, how does he know? Second off, once the truth comes out, who's really going to be at the center of all the ire that she has? Someone's been worming their way into her thoughts and mind. And considering this, some of the events that they've had between them haven't resulted in mild combat. Even though they've shown that they can change and have done, considering the knowledge of what spirits are vague at best. And this is where it comes out that there was no spirit involved then, just some governmental plot. I think this one is going to be a little more difficult to talk her out of than some of the other issues that he's managed to make others come down from. I wonder if he could have appealed to the side of it that was trying to keep him out of trouble there. So, if you kill them, you'll lose me. Would that give her a pause for thought, at least? This is just another experiment, another gauge of what they have. Also, would you tell someone that they have a tell? If she can take down the command center of this group of spirits, it will really throw them through a loop. But why would he get upset and rush out like this? Although that was just an upset stomach, completely unrelated. Still not a good grasp of the literal and figurative. Should an idol have graze marks down her face? I mean, aren't they all meant to be somewhat on the same side and friends to a degree? What's with the sudden animosity here? Well, looks like they'll be putting together a search party. There's, yeah, find shelter and safety, even with... Well, this is just a drill to clear the area. Ha! Why is her forehead the source of the power there? Still, impressive technology to have a suit come out of that little business card. I mean, some of them a little more up for a fight than others. There's no master or student anymore. But can Shida release some of the block he's got on their powers there? Give them back in a time of need? Good, they all came flying the same direction. With no time for reprieve, she's constantly on the attack. By tapping into her hatred, she's bolstered her attack power tenfold. They really can't be getting distracted, can they? I mean, with Ogami now being part of the DEM and a DEM ship approaching and attacking, is it really that confusing? No, they know of each other. That's nice, on a first-name basis. Make an appointment. Alright, we'll be off. And what's the second point? Frixinus. I mean, was Yggdrasil's type thing just now? Elliot? More of a background to this whole business and where the ship came from. Can they pass on messages easily? Right. She said that with such a blank expression as well. How long has she been practicing that speech? Is anyone going to take it? I mean, I know one that would want a good ass-kicking anyway. Nearly dying is just icing on the cake for him. A true genius thinking ahead. Think of it as a down payment for staying. Is it going to be so easy to actually land a hit against this ship? So they can't pull any punches here. Is he going to play his magic like he did before with the defense of the ship? Wait until the last minute, the smallest bit of shield. Ha! The fact it can just move like that, and you've got such a build-up for the weaponry. It's not going to be easy to land a hit, is it? Is their usual do they have someone on board? Ah. So soon? Gonna need some sunglasses. Now, who could possibly come to the rescue? I can think of at least 4. But for someone that has built their life around revenge against the spirits, sure, try now coming onto a new understanding that some of them are trying to live a normal life or blend in with society, would put her resolve at risk. So just needed someone to twist those dark thoughts a little, give her the power to overcome. This is all Elliot's fault. I have to remember to pay them back after this. You know, this would all be resolved if there was a concise investigation into what happened the years prior in the area, and any photographic evidence? Who was the one attacking? I'm assuming that at the centre of that glow, that the one who killed Origami's parents is someone we know, or someone big and powerful that we need to take down. Since, it was shown, but silhouetted out. Just an extra layer for us to try and work through. At least, having her transfer away to a different school makes a bit of sense. You don't want to have someone that is out for your students' lives still just attending math class together. I do wonder, is it going to be a case of Origami becomes the monster that she wants to hunt down kind of thing? Like, she wants to kill all spirits because they took her parents from her. Sure, she's trying to do the nice thing and get Shido out so he's not part of that issue as well. But is she going to accidentally bring damage and downfall to civilians or anyone in the surrounding area in her hunt to take down the spirits? How's that going? Or is it going to be, necessary casualties for her goal? Just how far gone is she? Still clearing the entire area. Those that are searching for Shido notwithstanding. Who's still around to be able to kind of track him down now that he's been gagged, kidnapped, and moved to a secure location? Is he still in the city, or does he have power to move him a bit further away? It would be more difficult for them to bring him back into the fold if he had also been transferred over to England. Although, why was she still wearing the school uniform if that was the case? And if nothing else, this show really does provide quite a few good shots and scenes, and maybe a few surprises here and there. As long as we're not talking about waking up in the morning, something should be left sacred. Date Live always kind of strays that line of what's too real and too dark, considering we're getting that moment in the morning, waking up next to Natsumi. Oh, hardy ha, that's a sticky situation he's found himself in. All over to Origami seeing her parents evaporated in front of her own eyes. Or Kurumi going around murdering most of the uncultured populace that probably won't be missed. As long as you just kind of put those things to the back of your mind, we can have the happy fun time that Date Live is trying to portray sometimes. But there really isn't much else to stick around on. Just Origami on that precipice. Is she going to claw herself back and be one of the group again? Or is going to fall heavily off the deep end, go into her hatred and how much she despises the spirits until it's too late? To be honest, I'm not sure where it's going. Just know that Ellen out there being dangerous. Taking out Ratatusk. Something like that. And really showing them how it's supposed to be done. Whether Elliot has put in some safeguards against her. We have to see. Who is Elliot, by the way? Is this a name I've forgotten? I'm sure one of you will let me know if it's something I've come across or not. But to get there, after end the video. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. But now, more than ever, take care of yourselves. Get a bit of rest, so that I can see you in the next one.